Oil prices are down slightly on Friday amid a US-led effort to have major economies open up their emergency reserves. That move is meant to bring down the price of the commodity by partly offsetting Russian fossil fuel shipments affected by Western sanctions. The International Energy Agency is meeting later on Friday to discuss the coordinated release from its stockpiles. Earlier this week, Washington said the US would release 1 million barrels of crude a day for the next 6 months. That's the most the US has taken out of its strategic petroleum reserve, which in the past has only been tapped after natural disasters.
This is a wartime bridge to increase oil supply until production ramps up later this year. And it is by far the largest release of our national reserve in our history. It will provide a historic amount of supply for a historic amount of time.
For more, let's now go to Yousef Alshammari, who's the CEO of CMarkits and a senior research fellow at Imperial College. Many thanks for being with us today. Yousef, first of all, how significant really is this US move in and of itself?
I'm very pleased to join you this morning, Ludwika. And well, as we can see, the impact has already been priced in by the markets. We saw Brent prices almost going to very close to $100. In fact, even WTI was below $100 last night. And why did that happen? Because now the United States is withdrawing 180 million barrels from its strategic reserves for 6 months. So that means 1 million barrels a day. So the current production from the U.S. is about 11.6 million barrels. So adding to the 1 million barrels, this is close to 12.6 million barrels. And this is very close to the U.S. production before the COVID-19 levels. So it's got a bit of a weight that can already impact on the sharp prices that we have seen over the past weeks. Now, how can that last? I don't expect prices to go to skyrocketing levels with this action being taken from the U.S. But I don't also believe that it can do much in terms of lowering the prices very much below $100. So I would expect the price will stabilize with high 90s or slightly above $100 with that U.S. action being undertaken. Of course, I would exclude the possibility of an Iran deal, and that's the major reason why the U.S. also actually has taken that decision of withdrawing the strategic petroleum reserves. But one important thing here is that it's about demand levels. And could these high prices lead to a switch and a change in consumer behavior? And that's something we expect towards the end of the year. So we expect prices to go much lower than what we're seeing today towards the end of the year because of demand destruction and possibility of an inflation, more than what we are seeing from strategic petroleum reserves right now.
Yousef Alshammari, many thanks for being with us today.
Always a pleasure.
Now let's go to other top stories.